My name is Ren. I worked on cruise ships for years, and I've seen firsthand how a ship switches to code red when an outbreak starts. In that moment, all the luxury and fun stops. That glittering floating palace instantly turns into a floating hospital. Buffets are closed, pools are shocked with chlorine, all parties are canceled. The vacation is officially over. And do you know who starts that outbreak? Almost every single time, it's one of 7 simple hygiene mistakes made by a rookie passenger. Before we start our video, for a great vacation and to support us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Today, I'm going to explain the 7 tactics that smart passengers use to avoid getting sick. These are the vital secrets you need to know so you never have to live that nightmare, and so you can spend your vacation under the sun, not in a quarantine ward. Tactic 1. Become a Washy Washy warrior, the buffet entrance terror. It all starts here. This is ground zero, where 90% of ship outbreaks begin. The entrance to the buffet. You see that crew member standing there with a sanitizer bottle, smiling and saying, "Washy Washy." What does the rookie passenger do? They avoid eye contact, think, "My hands are clean," slip past the crew member and head straight for the plates. At that moment, that passenger becomes the most disgusting and selfish person on the ship. Why? Because that Washy Washy crew member isn't offering you a suggestion. They are a biological security shield protecting the health of 3,000 people. Your clean hand just touched the elevator button, the hallway railing, or the restroom door. That hand is now a potential carrier for the ship's biggest nightmare, Norovirus. When you ignore that crew member, you are punching a hole right through that shield. And it's not just the crew watching you. Other veteran cruisers are watching too. They watch you grab the first set of tongs with that unwashed hand. And in that moment, they are disgusted by you. They label you as that passenger, the potential sick one who starts the outbreak. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger doesn't see the Washy Washy crew as an annoyance. They see them as the guardian of their vacation. The smart passenger doesn't just walk past. They stop, smile, hold out their hands for the sanitizer, and say thank you. What does the even smarter passenger do? They don't just rely on sanitizer. Right before entering the buffet, they go to the nearby restroom and actually wash their hands for 20 seconds with hot water and soap. Sanitizer isn't as effective as soap at killing viruses. It's just the next step. This is your first line of defense. It's a requirement, not just for your health, but for the health of everyone on board. Don't be a rookie. Don't be selfish. Wash your hands. Tactic 2. Playing the buffet arena clean. The sins of bare hands and tongs. Congratulations, you've washed your hands and passed the first line of defense. Now the second battle begins. The buffet line itself. This is where rookie passengers create disgust and anger. What does the rookie passenger do? The bare hand sin. They reach into the bread basket, feel a few rolls with their fingers, decide against them, put them back, and grab another. Or worse, they dive barehanded into the beautiful cheese platter or fruit bowl. At that moment, that food tray is now a biohazard zone. No one knows what was on that hand. The serving spoon taster. This is the most disgusting move I've ever seen. The passenger wonders what the pasta sauce tastes like. They take a spoonful with the serving spoon, lift it to their mouth, and taste it. Not bad. And then they put that spoon, which has touched their mouth, right back into the communal pot. At that moment, that passenger has decided to share their oral bacteria with everyone on the ship. That food is now garbage. The cross-contamination terrorist. The passenger grabs the tongs for the meatballs, puts some on their plate. Then, with those same greasy, meaty tongs, they reach over to the potato salad tray and plunge them in. Maybe the person behind you is a vegetarian. Maybe someone else has an allergy to that meat. Your carelessness could end someone else's vacation in the medical center. These actions will make other passengers lose all respect for you. They will label you as dirty and inconsiderate. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger treats the buffet like an operating room, precise and sterile. Rule 1: no bare hands, ever. They never, ever touch the food. There are tongs, spoons, or at least a napkin next to every tray. They are not decorations. You must use them. Rule 2: never taste. If you want to taste something, put it on your plate, go to your table, and use your own fork. If you like it, get a new, clean plate and go back for more. Rule 3: tongs stay put. Every set of tongs stays with its assigned tray. They never mix the tongs. They respect the allergies and dietary choices of others. This isn't just etiquette, this is the fundamental rule of outbreak prevention. Tactic 3: ending the seasickness nightmare. Before it starts, you don't need a virus to ruin your vacation. The ship itself can do it. It's called seasickness, and it's the trap that rookies fall into most, causing them to spend their vacation in bed. What does the rookie passenger do? Picks the wrong cabin. They cheap out on booking. They pick a cabin at the very front, the bow, because it's cheap, or on the highest deck for the great view. Takes medicine too late, the ship leaves port, the waves start, they begin to feel nauseous. They take a pill at that moment. It's too late. The medicine takes hours to work, and that first day is already a nightmare. Panics. The moment they feel sick, they run inside to their cabin. They lie down and stare at the spinning ceiling. This makes the feeling 100% worse. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger knows seasickness isn't fate, it's physics. A ship is like a seesaw. The places that move the most are the ends, front and back, and the very top. The place that moves the least, the pivot point in the dead center. Tactical booking: the smart passenger books a cabin midship and on the lowest possible passenger deck. Yes, the view might not be as spectacular as the top deck, but that passenger will sleep soundly through a storm while the rookie on the top deck is trying to hold on to their furniture. Preemptive tactic. The smart passenger takes their medicine, Dramamine, Bonine, or a prescription patch, at least 1 hour before the ship starts moving. Medicine taken after you feel sick is almost useless. The key is to block your brain from receiving those motion signals in the first place. Natural cures. The smart passenger knows the ship's secrets. The moment they feel seasick, they remember the medical menu from our 8 free luxury services video. They call room service and order free ginger tea or green apples. Or they immediately go to an open deck, stand up, don't sit, and stare at the horizon. This fixes the conflict between what your eyes see, a stable horizon, and what your inner ear feels, the rocking. Seasickness doesn't have to ruin your vacation. It's just a lack of preparation. Tactic 4: avoiding the hidden germ hotspots. Okay, you survived the buffet. You're not seasick. You're safe now, right? Wrong. The rookie passenger sees the sparkling ship and assumes everything is sterile. The truth is, the ship is a floating petri dish, touched by thousands of people. What does the rookie passenger do? Gets their plate from the buffet, gets in the elevator, holds the plate in one hand and presses the elevator button with the other, then goes to their table and eats bread with that same button-pushing hand, goes into the public restroom by the pool, washes their hands, then touches the door handle to get out. That handle was just touched by 10 people who didn't wash their hands. Goes to the casino, touches the oily slot machine buttons or poker chips that thousands have touched. Then they touch their face. And that is how an outbreak spreads. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger isn't paranoid, they're tactical. They minimize contact. The elevator tactic. They never press elevator buttons with their fingertips. They use a knuckle, their elbow, or the corner of their key card, a part they don't touch to their face. The door handle tactic. When leaving a public restroom, they use the paper towel they dried their hands with to open the door. They open the door with the towel and toss the towel in the trash can by the door. The golden rule: no face touching. When in public areas, they never touch their face, mouth, nose, or eyes without sanitizing their hands first. Those are the entry points for viruses. The personal shield. They always carry a small bottle of hand sanitizer. After the elevator, after the casino, after touching a railing, they take 1 second to clean their hands. These simple actions are the strongest shield between you and the ship's medical center. Tactic 5. Making your cabin a biosafe zone. You're finally in your cabin, your safe haven. You let your guard down. But is that safe haven carrying the germs of the previous passenger? Stateroom stewards? Room attendants? Work miracles. They work incredibly hard. But they only have 15 to 20 minutes to flip that room between guests. They change the sheets and towels. They clean the bathroom. But they don't have time for the secret spots every rookie touches. What does the rookie passenger do? Walks in, flops on the bed, and grabs the TV remote. The remote might be the dirtiest thing in the room. Grabs the ice bucket, fills it with ice, and puts their drink in it. You never know if the previous passenger used that bucket for their seasickness in the middle of the night. Picks up the room phone to call room service. They don't think about who was coughing into that receiver before them. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger adds a small pack of disinfectant wipes to their first-day survival kit. They spend the first 5 minutes in the room creating their own bioshield. This 5-minute operation includes high touch points, wiping down the TV remote, the room phone, light switches, all door handles, especially the bathroom, and the nightstand surfaces. The ice bucket tactic. They never use the ice bucket directly. They line it with one of the clean plastic liners provided for the glasses or a Ziploc bag they brought from home. They fill the bag with ice. Personal items. They never put their toothbrush or personal items directly on the sink counter. They keep them in their travel bag or on a clean, dry washcloth. This isn't obsessive cleaning. This is taking control of your vacation. Tactic 6. The port day food poisoning. Trap. An outbreak doesn't always start on the ship. Sometimes you bring it back with you. Port day, especially in exotic locations, is a minefield for the rookie passenger. What does the rookie passenger do? They want an authentic experience. They buy a salad or fresh oysters from the first street vendor they see, with no idea what kind of water it was washed in. They sit at a bar and get a cocktail filled with ice made from local tap water. Instead of buying bottled water, they drink from a local tap that's said to be safe, but that their stomach isn't used to. They return to the ship that night. At 3 a.m., they wake up with horrible stomach cramps. Food poisoning. Their vacation is over. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger never forgets the simple rule when ashore: boil it, cook it, peel it, or forget it. The water rule: never ever drink tap water. Only factory-sealed bottled water or canned drinks. This includes ice. They order their drinks no ice, please. They even brush their teeth with bottled water. The food rule: they don't eat raw vegetables, salads, unpeeled fruit, or undercooked meat, seafood, oysters, ceviche. They want street food? They only choose food that is cooked at a high temperature right in front of them, served piping hot. Hand hygiene. The hand sanitizer rule continues in port. After handling money, after touching surfaces, and before eating, they clean their hands. Remember, the ship's water, made by reverse osmosis, is some of the cleanest in the world. But the water in port can be full of bacteria your immune system has never met. Don't bring the risk back on board. Tactic 7. The deadliest sin: hiding your sickness. And so we come to the end of the list. The most dangerous, most selfish rookie mistake of all, the one that puts the entire ship on code red. The rookie passenger feels sick on the second night. Maybe they throw up once. What's their first thought? Oh my God, if I report this, they'll quarantine me and my whole vacation will be ruined. So they hide it. They lie to themselves. It was just the drinks last night, or I'm just seasick. They hide their illness and go to the buffet the next day. They grab the same tongs everyone else is using with their trembling hand. They press the elevator button. That's it. At that moment, that rookie passenger, that selfish passenger, has become the outbreak starter I mentioned in my introduction. Their fear of a 24-hour quarantine has just destroyed the 7-day vacation for 3,000 people. What is the smart passenger's tactic? The smart passenger is honest and responsible. The moment they feel the first symptom of nausea or diarrhea, they immediately pick up their cabin phone and call the medical center. But I'll be quarantined. Yes, you will be asked to stay in your room for 24 hours. Is this a nightmare? No. The smart passenger knows this is a tactic. When you are quarantined, the ship's doctor provides you with free medication and treatment. The medical menu from our 8 free luxury services video is activated. You get free room service with soup, crackers, ginger ale, and other light foods. You don't spread the virus to anyone else. Conclusion: raise your shield. As you can see, getting sick on a cruise isn't fate. It is almost always the result of one of these 7 simple tactical mistakes. Your vacation is too precious to spend in a quarantine ward in the middle of the ocean. Don't be the one responsible for that code red. Wash your hands. Watch your tongs. Prepare for seasickness. Be smart about surfaces. Eat wisely in port. And most importantly, be honest if you get sick.